Hey guys, how you doing? This is Blackjack here with the Guns, and More Guns channel. Today we're going to do a review of the Avalanche 120-pound crossbow. I purchased this one from budk.com on sale. I think I got a 30% off coupon with it. Couple of first impressions. One thing I should say, this is truly a $60 crossbow. This definitely isn't one of your $300, $400, $500 crossbows. And I'm also no crossbow expert. I'm a firearm guy. Construction is made out of basically pretty heavy-duty plastic here. The trigger pull is god-awful, as you would expect out of a $60 crossbow. The safety is kind of gritty, doesn't really manipulate very well. It's got what I believe an 11.5-inch little rail type deal here, and it shoots 14-inch crossbow arrows, and that's another thing I'm going to talk about. These arrows here that it shoots, because we took a couple of practice shots, 2 practice shots actually, specifically into our berm behind me. And you can see that we lost the tip on one of these things. They come with arrows just like this, and they're really cheap, poorly made. But you know, for what it is and for what I bought it for, literally to hang on my wall as a decoration, I'm actually pretty surprised at how well this thing shoots. It shoots very low. The windage is good, but right out of the box shoots very low. So without further ado, we have some undead water jugs back there that we're going to go ahead and we're going to try to kill with this thing. Let's see if we can get a hit on it. So it's not terribly difficult to pull back at all. You know, I'm not particularly a weak nor a strong guy, and you know, I could rack this thing pretty good. So let's see what we get.
Nice.
Well, let's go take a look at what we got. From the looks of things, it actually went right through the water jug here. It looks like we've got a bit of slow bleed, but you know, with these field tips, I didn't expect any kind of, really, not a lot of blood coming out, or water, if you will. So, yeah, it did. If you come back here, actually, it didn't quite go through the whole thing. Looks like the water jug did stop. Just the very back of it, the very back of the arrow is still stuck in the water jug. So yeah, I mean, that's a pretty good test we got there, and it looks like yeah, pretty much the entire back end of oh yeah, once you take that out, now it's really got a good gush to it. Let's take a look and see if the tip is still inside of the arrow, and it's not. So I'm guessing that if I want to retrieve that, I'm gonna have to do some digging. That's kind of a bummer, I'll be honest with you. I was hoping that the tip would stay in. So that being said, from a prepping shit hit the fan point of view, that's actually a pretty good power that this thing has, but I definitely wouldn't rely on the factory arrows that come out of this thing, because yeah, that's kind of disappointing that 2 arrows are already spent after one shot and the other after 2 shots. So let's get another target up. I got a couple more arrows in the basement I can destroy, and we'll see if we can shoot some other stuff.
You are good.
All right, guys. So as you saw, the arrow didn't quite make it last time. So we put a new little backstop up there, and our super scientific way of doing that was basically 3 or 4 old magazines that we taped the target onto. But now let's see one more time. We've got another undead water jug out there. This one's actually a little bit thicker, and we've got a little bit more of a backstop to it. So let's see what kind of damage the cheapo little $60 crossbow can do to it. That's a miss. And let's see, did it keep its tip? It did not.
Oh man.
So I am just boy, I'm gonna have no arrows left by the time this video is over. So another cheap arrow, another one shot. This water bottle.
You're good. Go.
All right, guys. So once again, starting to run out of arrows a little bit here. We're gonna take another shot at this water bottle and see what we can do. Hopefully hit it this time. That's a hit. Let's go see what we did. Okay, so it looks like there may be a chance that I have a preserved tip here. Looks like the arrow obviously made contact with the bottle, and it looks like it's gone all the way through, not gone all the way through the magazines. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to remove the arrow now, and we'll see. Oh, and I still have an arrow left. That's great. And I don't anymore. The tip just came off inside the bottle, I think. Oh, wait, no, there it is. Yeah, the arrows on this thing are really shitty. They really do kind of leave something to be desired. I've got 3 buried in this hill at this point somewhere. So again, this is the Avalanche 120-pound crossbow. I'll put some links to where you can get this thing from in the video description. For what it is, it's not an absolute piece of shit. And since I won't be satisfied until every single one of my arrows have been destroyed, we got a couple more targets out there. And they're getting progressively smaller, so let's see if I can hit this thing. I have no idea where that went, I'll be honest with you. And that's a miss. So I'm willing to bet that I probably do not have an arrow tip for this thing anymore. Oh, I do! Excellent. Alright, let's try this one more time. And if I can't hit it, I'm just going to light it on fire and burn it. Hit just a little bit to the left, it looks like. It's dead. And it's spreading too. One way or another, told you I was going to kill him. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that review. Just something real quick that we threw together. Again, take it for what it is. It's a inexpensive crossbow, $60. As I had said, you could kind of buy them with a coupon sometimes, 30% off or even less. My final count of the day started with 5 arrows, and 3 of them are going to need new tips, and 2 of them should be good to go. I definitely wouldn't recommend using this as any sort of very serious prep or any sort of very serious defensive weapon because of the fact that the arrows are so cheap. They're downright unreliable. You could pretty much expect to get 1 shot out of them for what they are, though. If you're looking for some real cheap to kind of add to your overall, kind of round out your preps a little bit, obviously the crossbows are quiet. They do have their advantages to them. But take this one for what it's worth. It's a cheap little $60 deal. Maybe not a bad option to keep in your bug out vehicle or bug out location as kind of a stash weapon, whatever the case may be. For what it is, it's pretty rock solid, but don't expect anything more out of it. So, hey, thanks for watching. Thanks for bearing with some of the editing that I've done. I know that it's really not that great. I'm still kind of working on that. As always, we appreciate your views. We appreciate your subscribes. If you guys wanted to sub, that's great. If you have any comments or if you know of a place to get cheap arrows, feel free to link me up because I'm going to need some. Other than that, y'all take care. Bye.